There's something new here that will cause us to lose our minds. Outside of the Universal Studios store in City Walk, they've updated the window displays. This one here is for Stranger Things 4 and Vecna, the new haunted house they have here at Universal. This one not tied to any particular haunted house for Halloween Horror Nights, just a general Halloween Horror Nights themed window display. And this one here is themed to their new, or newish, Varsity line of merchandise. Here is a dark mark window. I know there's a lot of glare, so I kind of moved in here to try to get you a better look of what's inside. And it continues to this window here. Kind of the same theming as the last window we just looked at. Interesting that the globe currently is not spinning. Maybe there was a hot set here earlier, did some photos or promo material. And there's no flags on the flagpole today. And I haven't had a chance to show you the Halloween Horror Nights medallion this year. Kind of looks like it could be related to Zodiacs. And then the house banners for the intellectual property houses, Stranger Things, The Exorcist Believer, and to this side, The Last of Us, Chucky, and Universal Monsters. And I would also like to point out, in addition to the globe not spinning and no flags on the flagpole, no music right now. It's so quiet not to have the arch music as we walk through and head into the park. But I don't. Maybe they must have done some type of promo work earlier where they had to turn off the globe and turn off the music. Today is the day after Labor Day, so I did expect a quieter park day, but just not in this manner. The Universal Studios store inside the park also has updated window treatments, all related to Halloween Horror Nights. Here's another one, along with a banner. And the last window treatment to show you is for Universal Monsters Unmasked. I got here a little late today. It's a little after 1 p.m., so it is lunchtime. Let's go to Louis, see if I can just walk in there and get a lunch. And then after that, I'll show you that treat that I think will cause us to lose our minds. 45-minute wait for Despicable Me and a 35-minute wait for VillainCon. Also, I'm recording this on a Tuesday, which means there is no Halloween Horror Nights event tonight. Here we have a couple of Sing characters doing photos and meet and greets. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Let's watch Maryland for a hot second here, and then let's try to get into Finnegan's.
ENC, 1, 2, 3.
All right, let's check on the standby wait for Finnegan's. You know what I did? Can you tell what I did? There was a spot available at the bar, so I just grabbed that. No wait. I am so close to the stage, I feel like I should perform. This is the shrimp boxty for $18.95. Pan-seared Gulf shrimp, crispy bacon, and leek boxty potato. Sauteed summer corn, asparagus tips, grape tomatoes with a citrus butter sauce. Finnegan's recently updated their menu and that shrimp boxty was added. I did have it the first day the menu was revised, so this is my second review of the shrimp boxty. But for those of you who did not see that first review, you need to know that I like it. And for those of you that did see that review, you need to know how much I really, really like it. I had to get it again. I treated myself today, if that's okay. But you would think the shrimp would be the star. And while the shrimp are very, very good, especially when dipped in that citrus butter sauce, I really enjoy the boxty. And the reason why I like it, I think, is because of the crispy outside shell. It's savory and crispy, a nice texture, and then you get to the nice soft mashed potato that's inside. The whole dish just works together, especially. Now, I just want to give a special shout out to the citrus butter sauce. That is, I mean, you get that on a little bit of everything, your tomato, your grape tomato, your corn, and your boxty and your shrimp, but I love that sauce. So the next time you're at Universal and you're having a lunch or dinner at Finnegan's, give the shrimp box tea a try. I highly recommend it. The Halloween Horror Nights Tribute Store is open all day long, every day. It's not just for the Halloween Horror Nights event. Regular daytime guests can enjoy it. And we're gonna go in right now and get a treat that I think will blow our minds. Before we go inside, I want to call your attention to the comics here. See how we have Frankenstein and Dracula and Wolfman together? But for some reason, over here, separated out on its own, is the creature from the Black Lagoon. Is that a clue? Is that because maybe it's going to get its own haunted house next year? I hope so. At least to my eyes, it's a clue. Maybe we should ask this investigation service if they think it's a clue. Hey look, it's a sign for Finnegan's. We just ate in there. No need to look at this for too long. I already know the treat we're gonna get. For $12, the Bloody Brain Cheesecake. I told you we were gonna lose our minds over this treat. Well, at least one person lost their mind. If they didn't, we wouldn't have the treat. Time for a lobotomy. Okay, so here's my take on the Bloody Brain Cheesecake. The actual cheesecake portion is delicious. I enjoyed it. I thought the topping, the outer brain, was kind of sweet, and it didn't have like a crust. You know, normally a cheesecake has like that crust at the bottom, which I really enjoy. That one didn't have one. So the cheesecake for me, a little disappointing, especially since it didn't have the bottom, the little crust. But let's keep walking around the park, giving you updates. And I can share with you right now, holy smokes, the Mummy is just a 15-minute wait. It's like a walk-on, and let me just say how much I like this little sign. Look at the stroller sign. Adorable. What is happening here? I can't believe my eyes. The Mummy was just a 15-minute wait, but Fast and Furious Supercharged, a 40-minute wait? What the heck is happening? My suggestion to you, if you ever come across this scenario, is just do the Mummy 3 times in a row. And I just heard an announcement that it is now delayed. And now, let's roam around Diagon Alley, much like the Death Eaters roam around during Halloween Horror Nights. And a lot of you found me in the fog during HHN, but I have a new challenge for you. Find me at an Orlando Informer meetup. That is a separately ticketed private event, so there's going to be less crowds, and your ticket purchase comes with unlimited food and non-alcoholic beverages. There's going to be an adults only meetup at Islands of Adventure on Thursday, November 16th, and Thursday, December 7th. That will have an elevated menu as well. And then your regular Orlando Informer meetups, that would be at Islands of Adventure and Studios on the same night. Those will be Friday and Saturday, December 1st and 2nd. And lastly, Friday and Saturday, December 8th and 9th. After you purchase your tickets, you will be asked how you found out about the event. Please select my name. I want to be the #1 referral for this event, and you guys, you Flixters, can make it happen when you select my name. Find my name on the drop-down list, and then find me at the event. The old Fear Factor Stadium, home to the HHN show, Nightmare Fuel, Revenge Dream. Haven't seen the show yet. I think the next time Nikki and I are here without doing a live stream, we're gonna do the 8 p.m. show. I thought Universal had abandoned this little beverage cart, at least before HHN started, but it has gotten a Never Go Alone makeover, so it is open for Halloween Horror Nights. And look at this, the MIB Men in Black Alien Attack attraction sign is done, it looks like. They refurbed it. Looks like they took away like the actual Men in Black, but the sign's been all replaced. We'll see, we'll keep an eye on it and see if the Men in Black silhouettes come back to the attraction sign. Or is it just my imagination? Wasn't there, like on the eye, a couple of Men in Black? Let me know if I'm right or wrong in the comment box. Here's some Stranger Things merchandise. Here's a t-shirt. I don't think I've shown you this. $30 for Halloween Horror Nights. This one over here, a ladies t-shirt, $37. We have a Vecna cinch backpack, is $28. Also check out the inside there. Pretty cool stuff. You have Vecna card holders. Look at those right there. Do we have a price on these? Let me check real fast for you guys. Looks like $14. It's the retractable kind, you see. Zip, 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 zip. $18 for the mini posters, or wall hangs, whatever you want to call them. You hang them on your wall. Nikki is going to want me to buy some of this stuff. This is a Stranger Things mug for $26. One coaster is $6. I have this shirt. It's not often they make a yellow HHN shirt. This one's $30. I wore it opening night. I don't know if it's going to survive the wash, so beware. I'll let you know if it shrinks. I have the shirt. Do I need the Halloween Horror Nights Surfer Boy Pizza visor for $26 though? I'll think about it. For $35, I have to admit, this is a pretty cool looking bag. Yes, indeed. For $50, and there's not like a picture of it on the label, and I don't want to like unroll it, but that is a Hellfire Club fleece blanket. I guess it's fleece, very soft. I wish I could show you exactly how it looks. I think I might have to get this for Nikki. She already has the bag, which is $65, and she added one of her own Etsy accessories to it. Link to that Etsy shop in the description box. But she has that. I did get her this shirt, which is $37, but she said it was too shiny. She didn't like it that it was shiny, but I'll have to return it. Do me a favor, if you are this far into the video and you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? You must be liking the content. Just click that subscribe button and the bell notification button so you don't miss anything that I post. You know what? I'll give you some time to subscribe. Just check out the googly eyes for a second here. And while you're doing that, click the subscribe button. Since Disney bought Fox and owns The Simpsons now, nothing really happens in this area for Halloween Horror Nights, so it's kind of a relaxation station for you now during the event. If you ever feel like you need a break from Halloween Horror Nights while you're at the event, just come hang out here in Springfield. Perhaps grab a Duff at Duff Brewery and take a load off and relax before you head back out into the fog. And I would like to mention, just like I told you in previous update videos, whenever Halloween Horror Night starts, Dufftoberfest should also be starting, and it has. It's in full effect right now. And it will last until they run out of that special Dufftoberfest beer. And just like out front, no flags on the flagpole, I assume now that they must have taken these down for the hurricane that skirted by us, and they just haven't put them back up yet. During Halloween Horror Nights, most, but not all of the rides are open for that event. E.T. Adventure is one of the attractions that is not open during Halloween Horror Nights. The Jurassic Park Tribute Store is still open, still has all the same merchandise that we've seen before. All the cool little dinosaur sets are still in there. However, they have taken away the treat refrigerator, so no treats in here. And they've taken away that sick Triceratops. Inside of the 5 and Dime, they have, for $75, a Chucky backpack. Again, if you want a cool accessory to go with this bag, check out the Etsy shop, link in description. And for $37, a Chucky baseball style t-shirt. Yep, I was right, $37. And here's another Halloween Horror Nights Chucky t-shirt, $33. This goes with the bag and the accessory that you get from Etsy very well. Friday, I'm going to go to SeaWorld's Hallow Scream. That means I cannot do my HHN live stream on Friday, but that's okay. We'll just move it to Thursday, call it Thriller Thursday live stream, or Thursday Thriller, whichever way, it works either way. Regardless, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. We'll see you in the fog for Thriller Thursday.